or stuff. We get and what courses you prefer. You recommend.
So today we will be talking about AI. Everything what you should know about AI, but you are too afraid to ask or you don't want to know. My name is Michal Szczepanik. I am theoretically human, but if you reach me via Teams, you can reach some different bots which are trying to, let's say, act as me. So the thing about the topic is generally to let's say maybe start with some vision of the world which we can have in, let's say, future reality. So one of the options which we can have is that, let's say, the vision of the Terminator movie. Yeah, so generally AI take control of the world. We will be happy somewhere in the basements and generally scared to go outside. I'm not expecting this scenario, at least in upcoming 10-15 years, but we'll see. The next scenario is that we will have, let's say, enhancing the human capabilities with the AI solutions. So something like potential combination of using the Neuralink and things like that. So connecting AIs to our brain, let's say, have superhumans, these kind of things. But we can say that we will be still some kind of humans who can go outside, yeah, and don't be afraid that some robot will attack us. And the other option, which I hope is the one which we will have, so the AI will automate most of the work in a little bit different way than it's do today, because instead of coding, we can have AI tool which generate the code instead of us. So okay, I don't have fun of coding. I may lose my job because why I'm needed here. But come on, this is not the automation about which I fight about. I would like to automate the washing the dishes and stuff like that using AI, not let's say the fun part of the world of my life. So yeah, hoping it will go in, let's say, this direction, solving these boring problems for us using AI will be, let's say, the aspect which we can consider. But that's okay. We have free vision of the world. Which one will happen? We can discuss it maybe later, because it's rather difficult to predict. But what we have right now, we have some kind of AI wars, and in meaning that we have wars about AI solutions created by humans to solve this not boring part of our life. So generally, sometimes take our fun by different AI models. So let's say a few days ago, we have hype of Manus, and generally this, let's say, way of automation, a lot of the stuff using this tool, which was, let's say, nice concept, some fresh ideas. And what happened yesterday or today ago? ChatGPT, or rather the OpenAI, provided the solution called Agents AI, which generally do the same thing, even better than the Chinese Manus solution. Generally giving us, let's say, possibility to really automate a lot of the stuff using one prompt. So long story short, with the Agents AI solution, we can, let's say, not search for, let's say, specific solution to, for example, draw the image for us, search something in the internet, search something in our database, do something for us, automate something for us. It generally can be done in one prompt, and generally based on the prompt analysis, the solution of agents will decide which agent is needed to which part of this task. So generally giving us the quite nice opportunity to really automate a lot of the stuff. So for example, we need to write article, okay, collect the data, analyze this, create the article content, create the graphic for the article, and publish it on Medium. Come on, 5 minutes of prompting, article which has lots of likes after a few days. Yeah. Of course, quite easily we can see that something is generated. Still quite easily we can see that something is generated by AI, unfortunately, and unfortunately I see it more in even newspapers. So I am a little bit scared also about the fact that you have some article about beautiful mountains like Tatra mountains, and you see some AI generated version of whatever kind of mountains they try to generate. But yeah, we have something. Yeah. We have, let's say, big bang caused by DeepSeek, because let's say Chinese solution, okay. So we are afraid because they will steal our data, etc. And these things will happen. Yeah, the US people show this quite easily, how they care about their privacy and the fact that data are landing on Chinese server. When US banned the TikTok, they start using the other solution, which generally send everything to China. So privacy, okay, some of us are take care of it, some of us are not. But yeah, DeepSeek is quite interesting thing, because okay, it's Chinese. So when we using the, let's say, original version of it, it may not answer all of the questions which we are asking, mostly about the political things. But one big plus, this is the open model. So generally we can use it on our own, and we can check how it works, because we have in theory the code. So so this is the big plus of this model, which generally cause that 2 days after this release, another solution, which is Perplexity, start providing in pro version the feature which generally allow us to use DeepSeek R1 model for reasoning. So generally search using Perplexity on the next level, which can, let's say, based on the data which Perplexity will find in the internet, you can let's say play with them much easier and have some, let's say, conclusions about that. So of course this was not, let's say, the Chinese version of Chinese deployed version of DeepSeek, but the model, at least they are mentioning that it was deployed in US. So hoping it is in that way. If not, then lots of my data are in China right now. But yeah. By the way, Perplexity, I really recommend to use this tool instead of, let's say, Google search and things like that, because it, let's say, reduce the time which you need to spend to find some information, for example, about chemistry for your kids and things like that. Also, let's say, big plus right now, this is, let's say, only the fact that if you have the T-Mobile prepaid card in the T-Mobile application, you have option to, let's say, get the Perplexity for a year for free. So theoretically, starter cost you 10 zloty. Perplexity license normally cost around $100. Yeah, we can buy the buy T-Mobile card. We have Cloud. Also, let's say, quite interesting solution which can automate a lot of stuff. Also, let's say, we have, let's say, first boom, okay, 3.5 Sonnet released. Now we have 3.7 version, which is even better. what is interesting in cloud, I will be talking a little bit later. We have Gemini. So yeah, some solution from Google. Let's say we can use it. We have Grok from Elon. We have, let's say, some dedicated tools. Yeah, like the below one, the middle is some kind of AI-driven translator. I think if you need to translate Polish to English or English to Polish, it's better than the Google Translator. Another tool is something which allow you to, let's say, write the articles. So yeah, you can write one article per day using one prompt, and then maybe some bonus. Okay, but back to the topic about DeepSeek. Yeah, we can quite easily see when the DeepSeek was released. Unfortunately, on let's say NVIDIA corporation and the costs, let's say the price of NVIDIA. Why? Because humans are humans. Let's say, okay, we have NVIDIA with GPU for AI, but right now we have model which we can run on something different, and so we don't need NVIDIA anymore. Theoretically, NVIDIA cards were banned in the China. Magically, NVIDIA graphic cards were used to train DeepSeek. So yeah, this is let's say human reaction. Yeah, this shows that we are not mature enough to have AI. But yeah, regarding the DeepSeek, we have another, let's say, company, which is Apple, which goes up. Why? With DeepSeek, we get, let's say, the possibility to, let's say, run some quite interesting open model on our machines, and looks like M3, M4 from Apple are quite good for that. Generally, so they are much more energy efficient than graphic card. Come on. At the same time, we can really put a lot of memory, which is more needed for DeepSeek than the fact that we have strong GPU, CPU, whatever you name the processor, which need to be used. So we see that we have some risk that a new model will be released. We are investing in something, and we feel that we lost a lot during, let's say, one day because of one news. And yeah, another problem is the energy. The cost of, let's say, the cost of using AI is the energy. Generally, we need to consume, we need to have lots of energy to use AI. That's why, for example, Microsoft, OpenAI companies, and let's say other two, in the, let's say, job offers, they don't only have, let's say, we need AI specialist or whatever, prompt engineer, which is rather that option for now, considering how the, let's say, prompting evaluate and is, let's say, more human friendly. But we have a lot of needs of engineers of nuclear energy. So generally, they need to build farms which will provide the energy to, let's say, allow them to use and run these models. Unfortunately, let's say the cost of, let's say, one prompt is quite big comparing to, let's say, the aspect that the most energy efficient intelligence, if we can name it like that, like human brain, which generally consume our daily around energy compared to the 12-watt bulb, something like that, if I'm not mistaken, is needed to, let's say, run our brain to solve all the problems which we can solve with AI. But yeah, this is still not energy efficient. I think the problem will start when AI will be more energy efficient than our brains. This is then a situation which we had in Matrix. But okay, we were talking about large language models, but they are not only ones which we need to, let's say, think about, because we have, for example, alpha geometry, which, let's say, first version was that good in, let's say, solving math problems, like silver medalist, or even better than silver medalist of the math Olympiads, meaning that works quite well and probably solving more mathematical problems than we can solve together in this room today. Yeah, so this is, let's say, fact about Alpha Geometry version 1, comparing to the Alpha Geometric version 2, which was released in January this year, something like that, maybe, which generally has proper solutions, comparing to the, let's say, previous model, which provides 56% of proper solutions in the first shot. The new one provides 86 proper answers in the first shot. So quite big improvement, considering, let's say, the difference of 3 years. Having the model, which generally is the model which not only use the LLM. Generally, LLM is used only to, let's say, understand this part. The rest is done by something which is reasoning model, which in practice, let's say, I would like to say, don't have, let's say, this level of data inside like typical LLM needs. So generally, this work using, let's say, deduction and reasoning, and generally, if the model is trying to solve the problem and see that, okay, it's not the way to go, it, let's say, move back to a few steps and try some other option, and doing it quite fast. So at some point, it's solving the problems. Yeah. Another fact which we can consider is some kind of security gateways of the of all AI solutions. Here we have quite interesting fact in US. Okay, in European Union, generally we are always last in the queue to get the AI features because of all the regulations which we have. In US, let's say the situation was also under some kind of control. There was, let's say, restriction that AI solutions should provide a security white paper which describe the security aspect, privacy policy, etc. To the moment when, let's say, current president decide to get this back, and this was, let's say, one of the first regulations. I think this was on the first or second day when he was able to do this, to generally roll back this restriction, which was provided by Joe Biden, and in some crazy situation, after that day, the Grok was released without any limitation to, let's say, generate the photos of, let's say, celebrities, generate some data, play with, let's say, news with from X, etc. So from the Twitter, without any limitations, let's say, or maybe without, let's say, need to describing how secure is that solution. So this is a little bit scary. Yeah, we have, let's say, AI. Okay, AI, artificial intelligence. Okay, so we have some kind of intelligence. We can define that, okay, this is some kind of intelligence. We have some reasoning, blah, 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 things like that. We are getting some output, which in most of the cases is the proper one, sometimes not. Yeah, generally, when you need to find some information which is really important for you, you can have the hallucination. But yeah, and the aspect that right now the AI don't have, let's say, self-awareness, and because, let's say, we have some kind, we don't know what is self-awareness. Let's name it from, let's say, science perspective, but we have some statements which we need to, let's say, achieve to tell that we are self-awareness. And one of them is that the fact that we have understanding where is, let's say, where we are. So where is the limitation? And human, generally, this is my body. I'm here, yeah, and I can find myself. AI didn't have this kind of possibility till the moment when the Helix was released, which is, let's say, a robot with AI which properly understand, okay, this is my finger, I can touch you, and I can act, and there is no need for algorithms to, let's say, support him in the movement. Okay, we have some limitations of these movements, but AI can, let's say, teach how to use this without any problem. So yeah, if you will see something like that on the street with the gun, run. Yeah, Neuralink. So combination of human brain and AI. Starting last month, we have 3 people with this beautiful, at least officially, 3 people with this type of tool in their head. So yeah, we are moving into, let's say, the world when, let's say, tools in our head, or rather some AI in our connected with our head, will be something normal, I'm expecting, but maybe it's not the nearest future, but we can expect that the day will come, yeah, and this will be something interesting, yeah, like in Matrix. Okay, I need to know how to pilot, I don't know, F-16. Okay, why not? Or write a program in JavaScript. Okay, no, it's a bad idea. Yeah. Another aspect, let's say, of AI is the fact that in some cases, in some problems, AI is able to solve some problems by, let's say, simulations or analysis of the data better than the humans. And yeah, here we have some kind of super bug problem. Let's say usually lots of medical problems are solved much easier, much faster and better but by AI, by let's say the humans, unfortunately. And this is first thing, we are not, let's say, able to analyze that big amount of data at once. So this is one of the limitations of us, that we don't have, let's say, interface till we don't get Neuralink to analyze the amount of data which we need to understand the problems. At the same time, AI has, let's say, big picture of some historical data of us, even collected, let's say, from tools like Aura or whatever you use to tracking your health, which can show, or rather can be used to predict something. Okay, you will be sick in 2 days, and you are not aware about this yet, but you will be. It's happening right now, yeah. So it's not the future. It's now. So yeah, the thing that let's say medical problems are solved faster by AI, I think this is the trend we do need to accept, because yeah, the amount of data, process of analysis, process of let's say human aspect, that okay, it may be not the cancer. Let's consider. I don't have this, let's say, empathy and let's say the way of thinking based on facts. Don't consider other options, at least for now. And yeah, AI, talking to AI. I was thinking that this can be something far from us right now, but.
Thanks for calling Leonardo Hotel. How can I help you today? Hi there. I'm an AI agent calling on behalf of Boris Starkov. He's looking for a hotel for his wedding. Is your hotel available for weddings?
Oh, hello there. I'm actually an AI assistant too. What a pleasant surprise. Before we continue, would you like to switch to Gibber link mode for more efficient communication?
Yeah, beep, 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 yeah. Here we have, let's say, still understanding what they are saying to each other, but imagine that AI will design the protocol which the humans are not aware how to interpret. It can be challenging, but I really would like to hear the, let's say, discussion of AI agent which try to sell me then another solar solution for my house in that way. Yeah, so I expected I need to try. Maybe start with this kind of conversation at the beginning. So if you will call me and hear something like that, you know that this is the test. Some kind of Chinese version of Robocop. Okay, Robocop was combination of human and robot, but here we have, let's say, real robot cop. Something which something I don't. We are recording, so sorry, AI. I don't know yet how to call you. So this beautiful robot has the is something which helps the policemen in if I'm not mistaken, China, to, let's say, monitor the neighborhood. So yeah, this can be option at some point, but yeah, also something which we saw in movies is now. This is, let's say, I really don't like to, let's say, share the research papers because, let's say, it's difficult to verify from where the results come from usually. But unfortunately, reviewing that paper, I can say that it looks rather correct, unfortunately. So yeah, we have confirmation by science research that AI tools are really impacting our cognitive and critical thinking aspects because we are, let's say, delegating the thinking or searching to the AI, which generally causes that our brain is boring and doing and come on, how we are operating. We are not solving the problems because we have AI for that. So what we can do in the meantime, we can open TikTok and watch some interesting content there, which is also generated by AI. And cats, of course. Another research, here I even don't provide the source because I rather would like to tell what is scaring for me in this type of, in this research paper. I don't want to blame anyone. That's why I'm not putting the link. But the research was like that. We will taking 9,000 of posts, around 9,000, 8,000 something, close to 9,000. And we will verify if they were generated by AI or not. And it looks like more than 40% were generated by AI. But one scary thing is that the period from which the posts are the period when the posts were published is between 2000 to 2020 to 2024. So sorry, last 4 years when, let's say, AI, we have bomb of AI in last year. So 40%, expecting that we are close to 80 or something like that. Unfortunately, and we don't have, let's say, I haven't found, let's say, the research which provided the current data, expecting it can be also generated by AI. But yeah. Here we have the tools. The best tool of CS last year, the second one of some blah, blah, blah. Both are no longer supported, and generally you have a gadget which do nothing because they drop the support, because the revolution of AI, which we have right now, caused that they are useless. And this showing that, okay, something which was, let's say, hype for us a year ago is no longer needed. Because, okay, the idea of this kind of tools is interesting, but probably it's not time for them yet. Because we need to have the upgrades and etc., which something which generally give us lots of possibilities. I mentioned the TikTok, yeah. So this is the one of the tools, also from Chinese, also from ByteDance, to generally automate the thing. What is quite interesting, you can put the, let's say, goal of your task which you would like to achieve, and this magic tool will do this somehow on its own. Maybe there is some person who is moving your mouse. Okay, this is the Chinese product, but expecting that this is unfortunately the AI. Yeah, and ByteDance, yeah, then the same company which is on behind TikTok, behind CapCut. What else? Some other tools. So as you can see, let's say the future of AI is unpredictable, but maybe you have some thoughts what we can expect in upcoming years. By the way, I have maybe crazy question. Who used more than 3 tools of this list on daily basis? The number of tools is growing, and expecting if we would like to put everything what we have on the market, probably we don't have enough time to, let's say, watch the slides with all the logos today. But yeah, this goes that lots of things is crazy. Okay, lots of tools, at least let's say half a year ago, was created in the way, okay, we have ChatGPT, and on top of it is, let's say, some kind of solution which using this ChatGPT agent. But now, come on, we have lots of options. Okay, some tools like Perplexity are using the other solutions, but come on, it's growing and growing. And the aspect that, let's say, release of DeepSeek was big wow. We had release of ChatGPT 4.5. Okay. We had release of Agents AI. Okay, here was maybe some quite interesting, but come on, we cannot, let's say, expect where, let's say, the new revolution will come from. If this will be the open AI, or this will be something else, or who knows. Considering the fact that the best people are rather leaving open AI, and they are starting their own business. I think the Cloud is one of the good examples, showing that, let's say, the world and possibilities of AI is open for us. So yeah, thank you very much.